Angry guy here, and women are shaming the password bros in hopes it will stop more men from leaving. Women are shaming the password bros in hopes it will stop more men from leaving. Guys, we are going to jump into this video. You understand the title, so let's just go for it.
Passport men are once again getting attention from women who consider themselves eights or nines, maybe even tens. We got a lady here that seems to be pretty upset that Brad has left her. Apparently, Brad has been talking about getting his passport dating overseas, and this woman is extremely triggered by it.
I didn't know what a passport bro was until one of my recent videos did well. Now I have the misfortune of knowing what the fuck that is. And my only question is, who's going to tell them? Who is going to tell these men that American women are some of the last demographics of women to catch up with what we're talking about right now? You think Russian women are going to put up with your shit? You think Asian women are going to go 50-50 with you on the bill? You think French women are going to sleep with you just because you showed up? Oh, who's going to tell them? The reason why you can't find a traditional woman in America anymore is because there's no such thing as a traditional home or family structure because of the way our economy is fucking us all over right now. And I think it's ironic that American women, in response to this, are going, oh, I can make my own money and I don't have to have kids and go through the painful process of labor and raising children alone, and I don't have to pretend to like someone's grubby little son in order to make ends meet, in order to survive. I have literally all the options in the world.
These are the modern women who really don't like kids. They don't want to have kids, but if she meet the right rich man, she will have his kids. But do you guys notice her language when she's referring to kids?
And I don't have to pretend to like someone's grubby little son in order to make ends meet, in order to survive. I have literally all the options in the world.
Sorry about those. Sorry about that, guys. I was like, I have things set up, and boom, that happened. Guys, yeah, she just literally said, gr- she referred to the children as grubby little kids. These are your kids. So she's saying that the kids are not even her kids. They're the kids that that a man has had, and now she has to raise that man's kids and pretends that she actually likes her own children, right? And then she describes the process of childbirth as being terrible and something that women are forced to do, not choose to do, but forced to do. And then are able to make their own money. So why would they want to get into a relationship with someone and pretend to actually like them? I mean, guys, it's pretty unbelievable. And she's saying, you think you're gonna find a woman overseas who's traditional? It doesn't exist. You have to comprehend. It's crazy, but amazingly, I guess I should say amazingly, Western women believe that the entire world revolves around them. They believe that they are the model of the entire world. They think that the American culture, Western culture, is the same culture that you are going to find in every other country, and every other woman is aspiring to be like Western women. This is the very narrative that they're putting out there. They believe that they are the greatest, they are the best, and that American men better not ever think about leaving, or else. They're basically saying that no woman and no other woman in the rest of this world in the world will accept an American man. How crazy is that? She's saying that we are unappealing to any other woman in the rest of the world, which is why we should instead focus on getting our money up and then getting into a relationship with one of them. And then and then here's the thing. What if you were dealing with a guy who has a lot of money? Then you know what she's going to do? Then she's going to turn around and say that, well, then what are you doing? Because you're going over there to look for women who are poor and don't speak English, and they don't actually want to be in a relationship with you. So you should be focusing on getting a woman in America who will actually be in a relationship with you for you, because these women don't want you. Wait, so why are we so if I'm attractive enough to get a woman in America, why am I so unattractive to other women in other countries then? That doesn't make any sense. If I'm attractive enough to get a woman in America, then why am I not attractive enough to get a woman in another country? Oh, because you guys, you have a lot of problems, and we're doing you a favor. Basically, we're coming. It's a form of charity on our part, being in a relationship with you, guys. Don't forget that the average woman today views sees 95% of men as unattractive or average. And the average woman does not want to date the average man. She wants to date a high value man. So when you comprehend that, all right, the average woman today does not want to date 95% of men. 95% of men are unappealing to the average woman today because the average woman does not want to date the average man, or the all right, or men she finds unappealing. Okay, and the average man is the man that she doesn't want to date. She wants to date above average. She wants to date high value. So 95% of men are essentially unappealing to women. They don't want to date these guys. They want to date guys that have lots of money, are very tall, and to have tons of influence. And those are the plan B guys. Okay? You know what's crazy? Someone pointed this out in a video. They said that Shaquille O'Neal got cheated on. I had no idea. Okay? Despite some of y'all don't know this. Shaquille O'Neal has a doctorate. It's Dr. Shaq. He has an E.D. He has a doctorate. He worked hard for it. It's Dr. Shaq. Go to his Instagram. He has it on there. This guy has worked hard throughout the course of his life. At one point he was working, he was an honorary officer because he has a very strong respect for law enforcement, and he was working as an officer, and he still has that now. He's like a deputy again in where the county he lives in. All right, he has his doctorate. This guy is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's one of the tallest people on the planet. He's a very extroverted person from what I've seen. He does not come across as an introvert. All right, he's a person that's extraordinarily for being very generous. Like I heard a story like he was like, it was a janitor or something at a stadium, and he basically said to him, what kind of, he saw the car that the guy was driving. He said, you can't drive home to your wife in that car. And he took the guy to a dealership and bought him a brand new car. I heard you hear stories about Shaq. You hear stories, and he's a very honest guy. I saw him on a podcast, and he said that when he was growing up, he was a bully. And he's a very honest guy overall. He's not perfect, all right? He's one of the greatest basketball players to ever live, all right? One of the greatest, despite what you want to say, all right? He's right up there with Kobe and LeBron and Michael. You have Shaq. And despite everything, this guy is highly educated. He is extremely rich. He is one of the tallest men on earth. He is one of the top athletes on earth. Okay? And he has tons of influence. He's a presenter. He was on Sports Center for quite some time. I mean, what more do you want? His level of fame is extraordinary. Extraordinary. His influence is extraordinary. He is a CEO. He has his own line of products. This guy has so much influence, and it's not enough. It's not enough. Even Shaq is not enough. This is what modern day society is today. That no man can meet the standards of any woman in America, in the Western society today. No matter how tall you are, no matter how handsome you are, no matter how athletic you are, no matter how fit you are, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much influence you have, okay? You can have it all, and it's still not enough. It's still not enough. Especially when you're dealing with someone who came from the streets. If they came from the streets, they will return to the streets because they are the streets. The streets are within them, and you will never be enough. You can take a person from the streets, but you can't take the streets from the person, right? And now you have these women, and they're shaming the password bros in hopes that it's going to stop other men from leaving. And what they don't realize is that it's only going to push other men to leave. There's no warmth, there's no kindness, there's no empathy in anything that she's saying there. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Turn on notifications to never miss another video again. And also like the video so that YouTube will know that you enjoy my content, you want to see more content, and they'll show you more of my content. What do you guys think about this? Women are shaming the password bros in hopes that it will stop more men from leaving. I want to know what you guys think. You already know what I think, so let's talk more about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and shit.